Hi, I'm Kylie from Tourism New Zealand, and we're here in Mountain Equipment Co-op in Victoria, and we're talking with famed hiking journalist Peter Potterfield about hiking in New Zealand. So Peter, what tips do you have for us?
Hiking in New Zealand, they actually call it tramping in New Zealand, as you know, is totally different, but it's more fun than any place I've been on the planet. It's really defined by this incredible exhaustive collection of trails. There's the Department of Conservation has put in a number of really outstanding hikes from the very north end of the country to Stewart Island in the south. So you have an array of options to choose from that's really unmatched. Tramping in New Zealand is really defined by the hut system. That's something that Canadians aren't really accustomed to, because here in North America, when you backpack, you carry everything you need. When you're hiking in New Zealand, you're staying in huts. And what the huts mean is that you don't have to carry a sleeping pad. You don't have to carry a stove. You don't have to carry a tent. So you start taking all that stuff out of your pack, and you've got a light pack. So you're able to go farther without as much effort as you do on your typical hike here in Canada.
So I've decided I want to go tramping in New Zealand. How do I get there, and what's the best time to go?
Well, the way I like to do it in this part of the world, we're in Vancouver, is you get on an Air New Zealand airplane and you fly for a long way. You fly for like 14 hours to get to Auckland. That's the way I think you should do it, is arrive in Auckland, give yourself a couple of days to relax, and then hit the trail. And the neat thing about New Zealand is it's really easy to get around. A lot of people will rent a car and drive around the North Island, take the ferry over and drive around the South Island. Traveling around New Zealand is easy, and it makes it easy to do a number of hikes while you're there.
And what's the best time I should book my flight?
I think that most hikers are going to want to go during the austral spring, summer, fall, and that would be from late October to May. So if you want to hike in the Southern Alps, if you want to hike on Stewart Island, you definitely got to go spring, summer, fall. But if you're going to go higher in the North Island, if you're going to do some of these tracks that are open all year, you can go whenever you want to.
Cool. And what would be the one thing you'd tell Canadians why they should go to New Zealand?
Well, for me, it's just a different style of hiking. You still get out there, you see some gorgeous stuff, and the neat thing about New Zealand is that all the flora and fauna was left to evolve down there on its own. So for we people in Canada and America, when we go to New Zealand, everything is unfamiliar. The trees are different, podocarp trees. We don't have those on this continent. Like the daisies are as big as a basketball, you know. The effect is that you're on a planet a lot like Earth, only different. So it's endlessly interesting. The Kiwis are great, really fun. The food and wine are really good. Doesn't matter whether you're in Queenstown or if you're in some of these smaller cities. It's a very civilized country, a very easy country to travel in.